Hey guys, Carl here, Cultivate with Carl, and it's time for your weekly garden update. And we're going to try something a little different today. We're just going to stand in one spot and give you the whole garden tour. The day today is my day of break, and I did not plan on getting up and working in the garden all day. That's just how it worked out. But luckily for me, it was a pretty moderate day, and we were able to get a bunch done, or I was able to get a bunch done. So what you see here is I've moved the garden bed from here to there. And that is because I'm going to build another bed and butt it right up against it so that I would have like a normal size bed. The squash and zucchinis are still growing pretty good. However, they're not really giving me any squash or zucchinis. They're flowering, they're just not getting pollinated. Plus, I think the heat has something to do with it. So we're gonna work on that. I'm gonna get up early tomorrow, hit them with my paintbrush, and see if we can get them pollinated. The bed in front of that has been filled, and it has also been mulched. So we have mulch in that bed. We have mulch in all the beds because today I went to my local mulch collection point, or a wood chip collection point, and I loaded 2 truckloads of wood chips and mulch. Not a lot of people in my town use this, so the old pile that's been there the longest, when you dig into it, it actually has degraded all the way down to dirt. So just like the dirt that you would buy in the bag at the store, they have this dirt, this degraded wood chips from trees, and it's good stuff, and I didn't have to pay anything for it. So I went and got 2 loads. And I got a bunch of chips, wood chips, so you see topping off the beds here. So we got this bed. The last you saw it, it was full with dirt. We put 1 more bag of dirt in there, and then we topped it off. As with the new bed there, and the cucumber bed, let me see, let me get you, make sure you, okay, so the cucumber bed has been refurbished. So what I did was I raked all of the mulch that I had on there off, pulled all the weeds, which I actually found a carrot in there, which was very odd because I didn't plant any carrots in there, but hey, whatever. So then I put some bag soil in there and mixed in some fertilizer with it, some calcium, some gypsum essentially, and then I mixed it all together, and then I topped it off with a layer of mulch. And that will help keep the bed moist. A lot of that bed, I was looking at the dirt, and it seemed to be a little sandy, so we'll see. On the okra, you can see that we've got a couple flowers that have closed up for the afternoon, but early today they were bright and shiny. There's one okra over there that I have to pick, but you can see my basil is doing a boom up job. It is all starting to bolt, and with that, I'm going to pinch off all the flower tops. Then I'm going to, one by one, I'm going to harvest the plants and dry out the basil and store it in vacuum seal bags. And what I'm going to do when I do that is I'll cut some of the tops off of them, and then I will plant the tops. These little round garden beds right here are going to be for herbs, and they may end up moving over there against the fence, and I may put 1 more bed in. We got to see how the fall planting goes. I'm not sure. It's probably going to be a spring project, to be honest with you. The okra's doing good. Sunflowers are doing okay, and I have 1, 2, 3 eggplants on there. I really haven't had a chance to eat the eggplants yet. They have gone to the refrigerator, gone bad, gone to the compost. So that's it. This is kind of a quick update. It's about to rain. Things are going well in the pepper bed. The banana peppers are producing like crazy, and the jalapenos are also overproducing. I have a refrigerator full of them, and I think I'm going to pickle them. I just have to look online for a good recipe to pickle. So you might hear the thunder booming. It's time for our traditional South Mississippi afternoon thunderstorm that will cool everything down for the evening, and that's a wonderful thing. There's a breeze blowing right now. It actually feels pretty good. I've been working all day. I did a lot of work over on the compost and in the compost bins. I've been actually using a lot of my compost, but I have a bin that I just started like a month ago, and I was able to put some of those wood chips in there, some kitchen scraps from one of my neighbors, and mixed it up really good, wet it down, and then put the thermometer in it to see if we can measure how hot it gets. So that is that. But this was just a quick video. Now you're going to start seeing some of the lessons learned video. I have my first lessons learned video getting ready to be published, and it is how to acquire materials for your garden for free. And the first year that I did gardening, which was last year, I basically paid for everything out of pocket. I built the tall garden bed. I went and bought like 8 billion bags of dirt, filled it up with dirt, which all that did was stratified the dirt and locked in a bunch of water at the bottom of the bed. So I didn't know about perlite. I didn't know about, the moss stuff. I've learned all that since then. So now when I refill this bed, I'm going to do it totally different. I'm going to put some peat in there, maybe some cocoa coir if I can find it, then some perlite, kind of get the soil light and fluffy so it doesn't stratify, and then maybe I won't lose my whole potato crop again this year like I did last year. So other than that, things are going well. You'll be seeing those videos here shortly. The first one out the gate, lessons learned, how to get free stuff. Just like today, all the mulch that I got and a bunch of logs were sitting on the curbside for free, and didn't cost me anything. So it's wonderful. So that's it. One other thing I got to mention, and this is kind of on a sad note, passing of a dear friend, Selena. She was a good friend of mine and a fellow gardener. Her boyfriend and they gardened. They have been to my house and visited, and she died suddenly, which just, I have to go back to say that life, our time on this planet is short, and don't waste your time with crap that's not important. Your family's important, your health is important, your friends are important. Get your priorities right. I guess that's what I got to say. Selena was a wonderful person. She was a true patriot. She was a great gardener, and she was a good friend, and I'm going to miss her. So, this one's for you, Selena. Shout out. And that's all I got today from Cultivate with Carl. Carl here, signing out.